What's good, family? It's Roshad Lamar here. We got a review for y'all. Doing something a little different. Got a new background. Trying something out. So, Ghost of Tsushima review. Long awaited. This game took me a while to complete. I wanted to complete the entire game before I did a review. I'm super excited about it. Man, when I tell you I first played this game, family, wow. Shit was so damn tight. Graphics blew me away. Check this out. Oh shit. Damn, this just the intro? Man, what the fuck? Holy shit. So, I first started playing this game, man. I'm looking like, is this some sort of pre-rendered cutscene or what? Because this looks crazy, man. I'm like, damn, character models, bomb as hell. All the graphics, superb, supreme. Any pretentious BS word you can think of, this game has it as far as graphics are concerned. Like the effects, I'm seeing all these leaves trickle. Wow. This shit is incredible. It's unbelievable. Like, sometimes I just want to just stand around, and either stand around or just run in freaking circles just looking at the graphics in this game. Yo, what the fuck? Look at this freaking water, man. This shit is beautiful. Like, what did they not polish? Fuck. I'm seeing freaking flowers get pushed up as you gallop around on your horse. Man, that mug was ridiculous. I'm playing this game the whole time. I can't believe the draw distance of the game. Man, listen, y'all. Hey, I hope y'all listening right now. But yo, this, I'm calling it. This gotta be game of the year, y'all. I didn't even get to talking about the gameplay yet, man. Look at this shit. It's crazy. This shit is crazy. You can go anywhere that you see on this map. Anywhere that you can see in this distance, you can go. That's crazy. I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm way over on this side of the map, and way over here off in the distance, it's like a sunset or crazy lighting effect way off in the distance. Like, on very, very, very rare occasional pop-up, but it was so rare, I'm actually not even sure if I saw it or if I just imagined it. Graphics are that good. Motion capture, incredible. Like, I felt like I was really in freaking Tsushima, man. Look at this little tech type. This little mini Gene right here. Man, let's go ahead and holler at the family. Look at this. Man, I can't get over these graphics, man. This looks crazy. But the way that even the clothes are animated, man, like how the clothes move along with his movements. Man, you can just, everything is just almost immaculate. Like, what the hell were they doing? Shit. So, before I get too deep into like all the gameplay elements and whatnot, because it's a lot, and like I said, this shit is tight. There's a little bit I want to cover about the story. So, full disclosure, this is going to be a full spoiler review. I'm posting this review late as fuck, so I feel like most people probably have already played the game, or they just want to know more about the game. I'm going to post timestamps so you can know. So if you still want to watch the review, but you don't want to know everything that happens in the game, then I'm not going to like disclose it all at the beginning here. I'm just going to kind of tell you the basics. Later on, toward the end, I am going to get into spoilers, but there will be a warning for you. So don't worry about that. So this story involves around the main character, Jin, or Jean, as they call him. He's a warrior of Tsushima Island, Japanese territory. Mongolians attack, they call them the Mongols. They attack Tsushima Island. It seems like it's just like a territorial war. They attack at the very beginning of the game. This gives like me one of the greatest impressions out of any game I've ever played, just because of the way it happens. Like bomb ass action sequence from Jump Street, and it's it kind of reminds me of 300. Like basically, the whole squad gets slaughtered. Man, I would hate to be in that situation. Imagine you're in a situation, everything just cool one day, boom, all of a sudden your whole place getting attacked. You look to your left and your right, homies slaughtered, and you feel like you next. You like, ah! Right? So I'm looking like, man, this is crazy. What's gonna happen here? Is this the end of the game? And then later on, you know, they like the rest of the game is like a flashback, and this is where the battle comes to an end. Not necessarily. This is actually the beginning of the game. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get to see what happens. So another character, and I'm only gonna mention like the beginning and a couple things in between. So not the whole story, guys. Another character, Yuna, who's a very important character to the story, one of the main protagonists as well. She actually saves Jin from his fate of getting slaughtered by the Mongols. So you and her kind of start this quest, and you only play as Jin, but you come to realization that the way of the samurai, because he's a samurai and all his brothers that fell in battle were samurai. You come to find this realization that the way of the samurai maybe isn't the right way because all the samurai were slaughtered. So Jin's thinking, okay, maybe I got to do something different. But he's a little hesitant. And Yuna, she's kind of like a thief. You know, she doesn't really have like this honor code and a strong sense of pride like the samurai. For her, she's more about fighting for survival, any means necessary type of thing. And as Jin is kind of influenced by her throughout the game, he starts adopting different strategies outside of the samurai, which causes a divide between him and other characters in the game, mainly including his uncle.
We can get close, slit their throats, and kill them without a sound.
Without honor. I will not break my code.
It's better than getting wiped out by the Mongols. We have to fight back, any way we can. I know this wasn't easy. Going against your code.
I did what I had to.
Jin! What are you doing?
Clearing the way.
Not like that. Never like that. Face them as a warrior with honor, not a monster.
It's all they understand.
Which is a small spoiler for anyone who doesn't want to know, but this is pretty early in the game still. So just bear that in mind if you really hate spoilers. So toward the beginning of the game, Jin and his uncle, they start developing conflict because his uncle is older and more proud, and in the samurai way, he follows the samurai way and the honor code, and you know, you don't stab enemies in the back. But Jin's out here, you know, he's stabbing people, and he's throwing freaking ninja kunai, and he's throwing bombs, and he's doing all this crazy shit, and you know, he's jumping off of rooftops and stabbing people.
Gotcha, bitch!
Shit! That's nasty. And his uncle's like, yo, what the fuck?
An act of terror.
I am trying to save our people.
By teaching them to fear us. If you continue down this path, you will be no better than the Mongols. I trained you to fight with honor.
Honor died on the beach. The man deserves to suffer.
Calm the fuck down and face him like a damn man. And Jin's like, we faced him like men and we got our asses kicked, right? So this whole story develops like Jin's at a crossroad between, should I continue with my honor code on, you know, what I've known my entire life, or should I abandon it in favor of something that's foreign, something that's dishonorable, and something that is my own family kind of despises me for, and potentially something that could get me in a lot of trouble because of having to defy the samurai way. You know, it's like to the point where it's almost like it's like a law that you have to do things a certain way, and if you do them a different way, then it's like you're going against your government or your monarchy and so forth, and that just won't fly. So there's a lot of twists and turns within this story. Some things you can predict from like a million miles away. Some things you're just like, wow, I can't believe they did that. Really incredible story, well written, well voice acted. I listened to it in the English dub. You can also listen to it in Japanese if that's your preference.
Make them suffer, Jin. Taka. For every scar they gave us. For every head they collected from the tired workers who just asked for more water. Make them suffer for me.
But I'm going to leave you for the wolves.
We need him alive to tell us who he serves.
Our world has changed. Men of vision must rise to face it. And those in the way must be removed.
They were children!
You can even change the color scheme to black and white, which I tried out, but I don't think I have any footage of that, so I can't show you. But it's really freaking awesome, and I do know some people who tried it, and it's like in this classical Japanese film style. Really awesome stuff. So there's a lot of little customization options for the gameplay. I played it on the hard difficulty, not the hardest difficulty. But again, before we get into gameplay, definitely the story's good. So if you just wanted to run through it, complete the story, I think it's anywhere between maybe 20 to 40 hours if you just do the story. I think you can do it a lot faster than the developers originally said. I think they said like 35 hours for the story, but I'm pretty sure if you really rush, not speed run, but just only do story stuff, then I'm thinking you can probably do it in maybe 20, 25 hours, give or take.
Tsushima can't afford anything less.
All right, guys, let's talk about the gameplay now. The most important part of any game, gameplay. It's fun as hell. So let me explain what I mean by that. So at the very beginning, as I mentioned, you're the samurai, Mongols are attacking, they jump off of this ship and they start basically kicking everybody's ass. You're thrown right into combat. You don't even know the controls of the game, but there's a tutorial like during the combat, so they show you exactly what to do. And I love this because it's like the perfect scenario. You pretty much just jump right in and you don't feel too lost, but you don't feel like you're too handholded because the action is kind of still going while the tutorial is happening. It doesn't take you to like this whole other dimension where you're doing this stupid training section, right? You're actually on the battlefield, story's happening, you're already excited, kind of blood's pumping, and I'm like, graphics are awesome, and you hear all these screams in the background, and you're seeing all these explosions and fire, and it's all kinds of shit happening. It's like, oh my God, you feel like you're really in a freaking war, man. Wow, they are destroying everything. It's crazy. So I loved it. From the very beginning, you jump right into combat. So it's sword-based combat, of course, since you're a samurai. And at the beginning, you start off with a pretty small moveset, right? And you can't use all these projectiles and bow and arrow and all this stuff. But eventually, You're saved by Yuna right at the beginning of the game, and you learn to use bow and arrow. You get kunai knives, which are kind of broken in my opinion. They take up way too much damage, and they always hit. You don't really need any skill to really use them. You just kind of face somewhere toward the enemy's vicinity, throw the kunai, and you totally fuck their shit up. Whap! Get out of here. Whap! Whap! Dodge, little bitch ass. Whap! So it's pretty awesome, but they're pretty broken as well. You also get explosives, which sometimes aren't even as useful as a kunai, believe it or not. Some of the explosives, not all of them are created equally. There's a couple different kinds. You develop multiple fighting styles. 4 different fighting styles you develop or you earn throughout the game as you get more experience and whatnot. There's actually a resolve meter. The resolve meter allows you to heal or use special moves that you unlock throughout the game, known as the mythic abilities, which happen to be the most powerful abilities in the game. Extremely broken, absurd moves, but those moves are optional, and you don't get them. You don't normally get the mythic moves. You have to actually go on special quests and find them. So let me do a quick breakdown besides some of the stuff I just mentioned to you. So there's actually exploration in the game out the ass. When I tell you that I played this game for over 100 hours and easily feel like I could probably play it for another 100 because of how many different areas there is to go to. You can find bamboo strikes that you use to you effectively use them. Well, I don't remember what you earn for doing the bamboo strikes, but I know you get some sort of stat increase. There are so many different things that you earn for doing these different quests. Like there's the bamboo strikes, there is the hot springs, there is these fox dens where you have to find a shrine, and for it you get things like increases in health, increases in your resolve meter, which allows you to restore health or do your special moves, and the more resolve you have, obviously the more you can utilize particular special moves. There's that, there's accessories, there's customization for the character, different armors, like several different armors. I haven't even gotten them all because some of the quests can be very lengthy. Really freaking awesome quests as well, by the way. Seemingly never ending, and it's more than these stupid like, hey, my cat's stuck in a tree, I sure wish somebody would get it. Nah, it's some real tight shit. Come on.
So you're old Sakai, the sensei's new pet.
And you're a gifted archer who had a chance at a better life and threw it away.
Is that what he told you?
Tomoe, why are we talking?
So I can warn you to watch your back. My sensei tried to kill me. He'll try the same with you.
Thanks for the warning, but I'm here to end this.
There's this one mission where you gotta stalk this guy, and for some reason I had a whole lot of fun with this because even though it's a game where there is stealth, if I haven't mentioned, like, a lot of what you're doing is sneaking up and killing people in the game as part of the major gameplay elements, but you usually don't really have to like follow someone for this length of time. But I remember I found this extremely fun as a gameplay element, and even if it's an idea that they only use once, they always find a way to do it extremely well.
I wonder if anyone saw me leave.
Hide.
Did he see us?
I don't think so.
Man, you lying your ass off. I know he saw us.
He's moving.
There's a shit ton of customization. You can increase the stats for your sword, You have a smaller sword. You can increase the stats for that. Bow and arrow. You can make your kunais stronger. The bombs you throw, you can make the bombs stronger. You can change your headband and wear all these different hats. And you know, you want him to look like freaking Raiden from Mortal Kombat with his hat, then you can do that. If you want him to have all these different cool samurai helmets, you can. Again, different armors, and you can have different armors and change the colors of the armors. There's just so many different things that you can do. It is freaking awesome.
I would agree, Sensei.
Man, there's even like light platforming sections in this game. It's like, yo, what the hell, man? They really thought of everything. Jin over here looking like Nathan Drake. Let's go. They get it. Damn, that's kind of far. Shit. Alright, we about to Geronimo this bitch. Can you get a running start? Oh, that shit don't work. Fuck it. Oos! Let's go. Alright, where the hell do I go? Wait. Alright, gotta swing. I see it. Oos. I'm a fucking boss. Some of my favorite segments of the game involve you getting in these random duels. Sometimes you know that they're coming based off of like what you're doing in the story, like you're on a quest that you know is going to end in battle. And sometimes you literally can just run into one randomly. You run into like a rogue Ronin who just wants to fight you to the death. Shit is awesome.
I challenge you to a duel.
Soft, the more you out of breath.
Man, let's get it. Got your ass. Come on, bitch. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Hit him. Block his. This nigga's all these damn unblockable attacks. Okay. Alright, she gonna stop. Shit, she ain't stop swinging. Yo. This is like the most fire shit I've ever seen. You can literally cut the tension with a knife in here. Let's get it. Touching on the soundtrack real quick. Soundtrack was amazing. I will say that there wasn't a whole lot of tunes that I feel like I can remember. Like they're not like these old school, extremely catchy tunes. However, the level of quality was top notch. And for the record, I do definitely remember some of them, like when you're composing haikus.
A world's reflection. Submerged deep in nature's shade. Sturdy do we stand.
Okay. What are some things I didn't like about the game? Well, now, you all can correct me in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, by the way. I'm going to be doing plenty more of these. I'm loving doing this, by the way. So, I don't know if I'm just an idiot and I can't find it in the menu, or if they chose to purposefully exclude it, or if it was going to be too much work, or they're going to add it later. But one thing that I love about open world games is mini maps. The map that they have, you have to hit the pause menu to view it. But I'd rather not hit the pause menu. I just want to see something like a box in the corner of the screen somewhere, like so, and I can just kind of look down there and I can just see how close I am to something on this big ass map without having to open up the entire map and look at the entire thing. Guys, this is a big freaking map. This is one of the biggest gameplay maps that I have played, and I've played a couple open world games. This is definitely one of the biggest ones for sure, and I absolutely did not complete the entire map. I spent countless hours on it, and I just don't have any more hours left in me right now. But I wanted a freaking mini map. Also, there's a couple mild glitches here and there and I'll try to see if I can find some gameplay footage of those so you can see it for yourself. Yo, come on down, man. Shit, this motherfucker's stuck. Okay. Oh, fuck. Am I stuck? Oh, never mind. All right, now we're in spoiler territory, guys. So, warning received. Hopefully you didn't skip this part of the video so you know that a spoiler's coming. But spoiler incoming, I'm going to talk about the end of the game starting from this point forward. So, you know, lo and behold, you defeat the Khan. Who knew, right? So you kick his ass. He's dead. He's over with. Of course, the Mongols are still there because there's a crap ton of Mongols everywhere. You're, you know, stuck cleaning up the mess. But now your uncle, whose life you risk your own life and the lives of countless others, and many people died to save him earlier on in the game. But now it's such a big deal that you defied him and chose to use your ghost tactics, so to speak, basically doing everything in your power to win wars, which, you know, as far as I know, Japan doesn't have any issue with now, but maybe back then they did. And you know, it wasn't just a matter of doing that. Of course, it was a matter of also defying his uncle's authority and whatnot. So this becomes this big issue, big enough to apparently to fight to the death over.
He ordered you to kill me.
The ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison. A gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
I had a feeling that it was coming to this, but I was also kind of disappointed because I was like, really? You care so much about honor that you're gonna kill your own family? You know? So I actually had a couple conversations with a couple folks about this, and I'll mention, I'll tell you essentially what happens. You have to fight your uncle. For anyone who's done it, you know, you and your uncle fight to the death. And when you defeat him, you're given the option. The option is to give him a warrior's death, because he requests it himself as well. Give me a warrior's death, he says. Or to spare him, which effectively dishonors him, right? Because that's part of the culture, right? So let me know what you all did in the comments and why you chose the option that you chose. And if you haven't played the game yet, let me know what you would do if you decided to watch the spoilers, you just want to kind of participate with the game without having to play it. Then let me know what you would have done considering the situation. Your own family, bear in mind, the only family you have tries to kill you because the government orders them to be for going up against. Essentially, it's like you're kind of going against your own military. That would be like in the U.S. U.S. tells you to stand down from taking on a rival nation. You go and you single-handedly defeat the entire rival nation, but you go do it against the wishes of the United States government. The United States government says, okay, we got to take you out, and your family members with the FBI, and they decide, you know, they're loyal to their country and their government, so they're going to do what they tell you to do. I know many people in real life who would say, you know, their loyalty lies with their country and their government. They're going to do what they want them to do. But that ain't me. So, of course, I spared him. And there's two reasons why I spared him. One, he's the only family you got. Family first, guys. Big thing for me. So I would never do that. I would never kill my family member, even in that situation. I understand he was trying to kill him first. However, I don't see myself doing something like that. Killing my family member, defenseless, even if they're wishing death on themselves for the sake of their honor. But there's another reason for that as well. The next reason is because if Jin killed his uncle right there, he would have been doing the honorable thing in his uncle's eyes, which goes against everything that Jin has been fighting for throughout the entire game. He was fighting against tradition because traditions were not effective, right? That's how I personally feel about a lot of things in life, is traditions aren't necessarily always the best thing. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Depends on what the tradition is. In his case, now a tradition's telling him to kill his family member. And I'm like, man, hell no, man, get out of my face with this, man. I didn't even hesitate. And I will show you on the clip that I did not hesitate to save my uncle. Save my uncle's life on there. So, no.
The ghost will be hunted for the rest of his days.
I know.
Hey man, fuck your honor, dog. Family first, bitch. This dude getting on my damn nerves. I'm about tired of him. How you gonna try to step to me? Bro, I just took out like all the Mongols while you was up there talking about like, well, let's wait till the morning before we attack them so they can wake up and they can fight back. Like, yo, stupid ass. Everybody would have been dead if we was listening to you. Come on, man. That's a real man right here. To go to Tsushima. Hey man, this damn game is tight as fuck. I'll accept dishonor any day over murdering my own family. Get out of here. So, anyway, guys, this has been my review for Ghost of Tsushima. As you can probably tell, I freaking love the game. I haven't watched any reviews. I have not listened to any reviews. I just knew that this game was sold out, and it was hard as hell for me to get eventually. I love getting physical copies. Eventually, I gave up. Yeah, I broke down and got the downloaded version because I figured at the rate I was going, I was just never gonna play the game if I didn't download the game. And it downloaded extremely. It's like 40 gigs downloaded in like a few minutes. It was crazy. I didn't know my internet was that good. But anyway, guys, love the game. I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. Great score. I love the game. Not perfect for me because I was annoyed by a thing or two here and there. One of the big things for me, honestly, was that freaking mini-map. If somebody comes back later and tells me, hey, here's how you do the mini-map, I'm gonna feel really stupid, but I did look high and low. I didn't find it, and that's something that honestly bothers me. Maybe small feature for some, but it bothered me. Beyond that, love the story. Love the voice acting, including in English, guys. Love the combat. Love the exploration. I feel like playing right now so I can explore some more, but I'm afraid to get too caught up in the side quests because there's a lot of quests I didn't finish. I was trying, guys, but it's a lot of shit. So, awesome game, man. Strongly recommend to anyone. Definitely worth the price. Regular $60 price tag. No $100 nonsense stuff that I see these days. No weird loot box stuff. Multiplayer coming out. Bam! It's on. And I'm not even judging the game based off the multiplayer because it's not in the game yet. And I don't even know what it's going to be like or if it's even going to be good. But I'm assuming it probably will be. Game is awesome, y'all. Play that shit. Roshad Lamar out. Catch y'all next time. Peace.